Hey lovelies, and welcome back. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And today's featured comment goes to Precious again, because she was the first to comment on my last video. And also, I want to say a massive, humongous thank you to all of you. We literally reached 1,000 subscribers, so that's insane to me. And I've already thanked you so many times and on Instagram, but I just wanted to put that in here as well because I am so grateful. And also welcome to all the newcomers. Hello, my name's Abby, and thank you for supporting me. It really does mean a lot to me. But you're not here to hear me be soppy, you're here to see nails. So, I am trying out the Yayoge Polygel kit today. So, this kit I got off of Aliexpress, and it was actually a UK supplier, which I was shocked at. I didn't realise that Yayoge sold in the UK and had like a UK base, but they do. And it was only £25 for all this stuff, which I was quite shocked about. So you get the dual forms, you get 7 gel brushes, which I was quite shocked that there was so many, a cuticle pusher, which is amazing, a top and a base coat, slip solution, and then the 6 polygels themselves, and these are 30-gram, no actually I think there's 7. These are 30-gram bottles, and they all come sealed as well, which is fantastic. So I am going to show you the colours, and then I'm going to do swatches. So in this kit you get pink, coral pink, tender pink, nude pink, cover pink, a white, and a natural clear. Natural clear usually means that it's a little bit foggy, cloudy, because they want to give it the natural colour. So this is what they look like before they have cured. They are all different pinks, and I'm really happy. There's a nice big variety of them, and you also get a lot for £25. And then this is when they are cured. They haven't changed colour. That white is still pure white, which I absolutely love. And they cured within 30 seconds, these here, but I do always do a full cure in my nail lamp, because you never know at the end. 60 seconds, not 30 seconds. So I'm going to be using the white, the coral pink, and the natural clear today, but I'm also going to be using a hell of a lot of dried flowers that I have, because I've been wanting to do, ignore the foil, I was going to put that in, but then with milk bath you kind of dull out the gold and silver foil, so I was like, do you know what, I'm not going to put it in. So right now I'm just picking out some fall coloured flowers. So basically, as I was about to say, but I interrupted my own self because that's what I do. I've always wanted to do some polygel milk bath nails. I've done some builder gel nail milk bath, and I'll link them in the cards, and I had fun doing them, and I thought, well, do you know what, I love polygel, that is my go-to, that's my favourite thing. So I wanted to do some polygel milk bath nails, but I wanted to do something that wasn't so summery or springy, so I thought, why not use autumn sort of coloured flowers, you know, like when the colours turn like those rich reds and oranges and yellows. And I still left a bit of green in there and some pink, but I actually like the way this set turned out. Yeah, I was really happy with it. So as you've seen, those were the flowers that we are using today. And now I'm just going in for natural. Maybe she's born with it. No, not with the brain, me. And now we're just going in to prep the natural nail. So I just pushed back the cuticle really gently, and then I scraped away any of the dust and dirt and dead skin. And now I'm going in with my smooth, it's a very spongy, soft, not smooth, it's a soft buffer. And I'm just taking the natural shine out of the nail. I am not taking down any layers whatsoever. Then of course you want to go in with your base coat and apply it to all of the nails evenly. And then of course cure for 60 seconds. I use my peel off base coat in this. As you guys know, I like to change out my nails and do more videos when I can. At the moment we're doing school runs and everything's like going back to normal, so I kind of cut down for I'm going to cut down for a couple of weeks until I can handle the school run, and you know, back to not normal, but like we got to get on with our lives, you know, without sounding, that sounds insensitive, but yeah, it is not meant to be, and I apologise if I do come across that way. But yeah, we're back in school, and you know, people have jobs and work to get to, and yeah. So anyway, I completely skipped over what was going on then. So I use the, you can hear my son in the background, I apologise. You can use the Apres, Kira Sky or 123 Go Nail method, but I'm doing that method. I'm just using plastic full cover tips I got off of Amazon for like a tenner ages and ages and ages ago. They are linked down below. They're always linked down below. And then I just use some base coat and I apply that to the nail, and then I do exactly the same thing that they do with Kira Sky and all those like jelly tip and soft gel tip systems. As I said before, it's cheap and affordable, and not all of us can actually afford those expensive kits, so yeah. But the base coat in this kit, I will say, I was quite surprised. It's thick, but it's not too thick. It was actually really nice to work with. That sounds so stupid because it's base coat, and base coat all seems to be the same, apart from a few odds will be like runny. But no, that base coat was really nice. So I also buffed the shine out from the tips before putting the base coat on. And now I'm just putting on some polygel onto my resin palette here. Basically, I wanted to do a different, like, I didn't want it all to be like milky white and milk. I wanted it to have like a bit of peachy pink sort of colour. So I mixed up some clear and some white. You've seen the ratio then. I actually put too much white down. You need less, even less than what I put there. And I just mixed it together to make that milky white colour, and then I mixed the pink and the white to make this really, really lush colour, and I was really happy with the colour. And then I also put some clear down because with milk bath nails, like with polygel, because it can be quite thick, you find that like sometimes it overtakes some of the flowers. As you can see, I did have a test on my thumb before I started recording. It didn't turn out amazing, but it was okay, and I was like, right, okay, I know what I'm doing now. So I didn't use those gel brushes that you get in this kit. There's nothing wrong with them. I will say that there's nothing wrong with them, but they are not firm enough to move polygel and push and mold polygel around. They're quite soft. Those brushes are for, in my personal opinion, they are for like hard gel and gel like paints or gel polish. I wouldn't personally use them for polygel. Basically, like the kit is fab. I think you get a lot for what you pay for. I'm not complaining at all. I'll use those brushes in another way, but because the brush was too soft, the bristles were too soft, I did jump over just and used my Goshen polygel brush. But I'm sure that, you know, it's not hard to get a polygel brush, and I think every kit comes with them apart from this kit. But you can use the other brushes. I'm not saying that they are incapable of moving the polygel, but this polygel is actually really, really nice. I thought it was going to be like another cheap, I don't know, version or something. I used to see Yayoge on Wish, and I used to think, oh, if it's on Wish, is it any good? I know that's a stereotype because a lot of stuff is good on Wish, but it surprised me. I was really shocked. It's like a consistent, it's not as firm as Macart, but it's also not as sticky as Macart, but it feels like Goshen polygel, but it's more sticky than Goshen. Does that make sense? So like it's in between those two brands. But I really, really like this polygel. I was quite shocked. So I definitely will be using this again in the future. Just because you got like so many colours as well. I was quite happy with the colour range as well. So yeah. Aliexpress and deals and sales, I swear I can't help myself, see. So anyway, going back to the nails. I put a layer of that pink and white mix that I made onto the tip of my ring, not my ring, my index finger, and I patted it down and moulded it into place. Then before I cured, I pressed some dried flowers into the wet polygel. I cured, and then I went in with some white at my cuticle area, and then that milky white and some clear marbled together on the tip. I then marbled the white nail bed and the milky white and clear mixture, like marble, together. Just marbled it a bit, otherwise it was just going to be a really straight line and it was going to look awful. I realised I'd put too much, so I took some off, and then I just patted and pulled it into place and moulded it as best I could. This nail was a bit like, what the hell is going on with it? But it did turn out okay. It's just a learning curve. It's the first time I've ever done this with polygel. Like, I've encapsulated before, but encapsulating like glitter and stuff, you can just use base coat. You don't need, like, because these are milk bath, you have to have layers. So it was a bit different for me because you have to work thinly. If you work too thick, you're going to end up with this giant brick nail and you're not going to know what to do with it, and it's going to be a nightmare. So because I really like that pink colour that I made, it was kind of, it still has like that marbly sort of look to it. It's got like a tint of white, but it's also like a, I just really like this colour that I made, and it was a happy accident. So I just done one full nail of that colour because I was like, I want it. And then I went onto my ring finger and I used the same again, making sure that the layer was thin, and then I pressed some dried flowers in. I didn't go all the way to my cuticle area. I never do until I do the final bead, just because you don't want to pack too much on in the cuticle area, otherwise you are going to have just a big like Peppa Pig hump, like hill, and that's not good. It's like, I don't use an electric file, as you guys know. I probably should start, but I just don't use it. I prefer hand file, and although polygel is really easy to file with a hand file, it is nice to not have to worry about doing filing. As you guys know, filing is my least favourite part of nails. And by the way, speaking of filing, this kit does not come with a file, which I was quite shocked at, but like, I've got files, so it didn't bother me. But obviously if someone was buying this kit, you'd have to keep that in mind, that you would need to buy your own files. And also you might want to invest in like a polygel brush, but they're not too expensive. I think you can get them for like £2 to £3 on like eBay, so that's not too bad. So onto the ring finger then. Like I said, I placed down the bead, I pressed in the flowers, I cured then, and then I went over the top with that mixture again. And this nail is my favourite nail, that half daisy and that bit of red. I'm really loving fall vibes right now, and usually I'm not that bothered like by fall. I'm like, I want to do summer and winter nails, Christmas, Halloween, summer nails. That's what I want to do. I'm not that big on like, I've never used to be that big on like fall colours, you know, like those like browns and reds. I never used to be into them, but then when I started doing nails, like, the world of colour just opened up to me. It was so strange, and I absolutely, like, I never used to like the colour green. I wasn't that fond of orange, and now I'm obsessed with green and orange. Like, that's insane. I'm so strange. So I did want to just leave one as a normal white, so we just done a white base onto the little finger, and I pressed a sunflower, half a sunflower, into that nail. I did press a little leaf in as well, but it come off after I'd cured. You definitely need to make sure that it's fully cured all the way through, because of course the flower is like covering the polygel, so you gotta be careful. And this one, I didn't show you the whole process of that little finger, purely because it popped off as I was capping. Literally, as I started capping, it decided to just pop off, as you can see there. So I just glued it back on. And now we're just going into filing. I only show you my thumb because I didn't want the filing to be too long. So basically I keep my file very straight, and I go from side wall to side wall, making sure I'm taking and smoothing up the edges, and then of course making sure that the free edge is completely crisp before going over the top of the nail and making sure that it is all smooth across the top, and of course tidying up the cuticle if needed. The way you can tell if you've done a good job on filing is you shouldn't see any shine whatsoever on that nail. It should be really like milky and dusty. I know they're milk bath nails, but they look matte basically. So I'd filed all of my nails, and now I'm just wiping off all the dust and stuff like that. And here is what they are looking like after I filed them. They are really, really pretty. I know my filing still needs work. I am not a professional. You know, I am definitely not as good as like Femi Beauty and Evie and all these other amazing YouTuber nail tubers, I call them, but yeah. I can't think of them all off the top of my head right now. Sorry, but yeah, I know that I'm not as good, but I'm still really proud of this set. And I'm really happy that I done it, and it was really, really fun to do, guys. It takes a little bit of control and like time just to like get used to it, but after about 2 or 3 nails, you're like, oh, okay, I can do this. This is fine. So of course we went in with some top coat, and then I cured, and then of course I added some cuticle oil that I make myself. I do have a video on this. I will link the videos in the cards. Of course, you need to make sure that you always put cuticle on your nails because they definitely need some drink. I don't know. So anyway, guys, this is my interpretation of fall autumn milk bath nails. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed doing this set. Let me know if you are planning to do a set like this, and let me know like what fall ideas you've got coming, like yourselves. If you've got any ideas, if you've got any looks that you want to try. But I thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I hope everyone is staying safe, keep on smiling, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.